Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Daily Dose of Good News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Well, we made it till Tuesday, and I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. For today's episode of Daily Dose of Good News, we're taking you back to Wednesday, October the 29th. One of the interviews I was able to do that day as we broke the Guinness World Records for most TV interviews in 12 hours was with my event coordinator, Melissa Banks. And you guys know her as a master event planner. She's an Amazon best-selling author. She's an entrepreneur, a media personality. That day, I got a chance to turn the tables on Melissa Banks and ask her questions, not only about her journey, but also what it's been like for her to share with all of you. Here's that conversation on Daily Dose of Good News. Okay, so Melissa, the Melissa Banks of 2019 is not the Melissa Banks of today. What has it been like for you to acknowledge that evolution?
Even when you said it has so much power, because the Melissa of 2019, I was excited about life. I was starting something new. My business was everything that I wanted it to be. So I felt really, really excited. And then the beginning of 2020 happened and all of those things changed. And I found out there was so much more inside. So all those things that looked like it was going to happen, it was happening my way, all of a sudden wasn't. And so it began to be very powerful. And I feel different. I feel different on the inside. My energy level is different. How I look at life is different. I'm a very different person.
That's interesting. I mean, I think for a lot of people, they can relate to that. And that leads us to the second question, Melissa, for you. We talk about being willing to change. What has helped you to realize the importance of evolving if you want to grow?
Oh my, that's really powerful because in 2020, when 2020 hit, my business went from expanding to big events to zero. And it didn't happen over time. It happened within a couple of weeks. My business was 99% in person. So when the world changed, everything stopped for my business. So if I was not going to expand, if I wasn't going to learn something new, then the dream dies, right? And I didn't believe that my dream was supposed to die right there. I didn't believe God placed that dream in me for it to die in that moment. So I had to be willing, even though I was afraid. I had to learn virtual stuff. I didn't like it. I didn't want to learn it, but I had to learn it. I shared with the lady earlier, I did my very first interview with you ever. And I didn't know what to say or how to look or how to act, but I had to be willing to step into those spaces, even though I was afraid, because the dream, and I knew the dream was supposed to keep going.
Love it. Catherine Parker, thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a part of our team today as well. Iris Bowling is watching us on YouTube. She says, hello, another best-selling author. She says, cheering for you. Appreciate that. You have written several books now, Melissa Banks. So here's the question. Which has brought you the most joy?
That's a difficult question.
Okay.
And the reason it's a difficult question, because most of my books, as you all know, are inspiration books, and that's my gut, that's my purpose. I love inspiring and pushing people to believe in themselves. One of my books is the journal. Journaling saved my life at one point, because that's how I was really feeling on the inside out, because it wasn't in a space that I could say how I felt. So journaling helped me. So putting that book out, I believe, will help so many other people. But my goodness, the event planning books are just, I'm an event planner. I've been an event planner for 26 years, and to be able to share that knowledge is super exciting. So it's not one of those books, it's all of those books that get me excited.
Okay, I will let you go with that. I will let you go with that. So I want to talk about Dream by Design. Tell us how Dream by Design became such a part of who Melissa Banks is. And for those who don't know, that not only is the line of her books, but also she has a show called Dream by Design with Melissa Banks as well. How did Dream by Design become such a staple for you?
It was always what I was doing, right? When I started my event planning business, it was because God planted a dream in me. So it started right there at that moment, that morning, that the dream, I didn't know it at that time. I found it out later as the other things played out in my life. But my entire journey has been about that dream that was planted that morning, and it evolved. So every single thing that I do, it's about dreams. It's about believing in yourself and dreaming for more. Because if you can't dream, you can't go anywhere. You can't move forward. You got to be able to dream more. You got to be able to dream beyond where you are and what you can see. So my entire platform, my books, my speaking, my podcast, everything is about dreaming, because dreaming is what kept me going. Even in the dark seasons, to be able to dream kept me going.
Love that. Yeah, Pauline on Amazon says dreams are not supposed to die. This is so true. James King says massive congratulations. And let's see who else. Oh, Luana said Melissa's a master rebranded and innovator as well. Appreciate you, Luana, as well. That leads us to question number 5 for you then, Melissa. Your upcoming book is about event planning. What should we expect?
You should expect to glean from this 26 years of experience. Even if you're not an event planner, you don't want to be one, but you love planning your own events, this book is going to help you, because it's about what I've learned, real life stories. No, it's not jazzed up, it's just how it is, and it's going to help you put some great events on, create some memorable experiences, and that's what it's all about.
All right. And that leads us to the bonus question for you then, Melissa. You've done so much in your career. What initially brought you the most fear, but has been the most rewarding?
Oh God, I've had a lot of fears along this way. But one of the things that I was so afraid of doing was going live on social media. Mm-hmm. And that's been one of the biggest fears. And when I was pushed by this person who sitting right here to do something live, it just opened up such different feelings. And I was able to just enjoy it and connect with people all over the world. And I could see the value of being live. And even though I was so afraid that first time, I thought I was going to throw up when I hit the live button. But since then, it's been just amazing.
Love that. Yes. We're so glad you didn't. But that would have made for some great television. Yeah. Again, everyone, Melissa Banks, let's give her a hand, everybody. All right. What a great conversation with Melissa Banks. And as she mentioned there at the end, the importance of facing our fears is so important in everything that we do. Melissa's new book, Plan It Like a Pro, is out now. You all can be able to get it on Amazon, both in print and the Kindle edition. Also, if you go to her website or my website as well, for dreamforhim.com, you can get these great candles for him. I'm excited about being the brand ambassador for Melissa Banks' Dream for Him line of candles. There are 3 great scents that are great for guys, but also great for great gift ideas as well. Again, you can get them at dreamforhim.com. Melissa, thank you so much for making that big day such a success. We could not have done it without you. And thank you so much for being a part of our interviews that day too. And we thank all of you for watching this episode of Daily Dose of Good News. If you missed any of our past episodes, make sure you guys go to the website you see below, dailydoseofgoodnews.com. That's dailydoseofgoodnews.com. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.